Welcome. 1.0.0 just released, and this update is huge, featuring new places to be discovered, bug fixes, anti-cheat upgrades, and many, and I mean many perk changes. Without further ado, let's get this done. There's some nice features in this update, like this little cave behind mountain. It doesn't have much stuff in it. A cool little addition though. Some places have also minor changes. They are super minor, so whatever. Lumi has some custom animation. Okay, so listen here. I kind of forgot to record the new Lumi animations and their new phase. So, yeah. Fuck. Okay, I'll quickly explain it here. So, Lumi has new animations. Cool. I can show that really. But she has another stage, phase, whatever. So she has a third phase now. And this phase is like emulator, fire. Wow, cool. And for her attacks, it uses like these balls, like red fireballs. What? Oh, okay, whatever. Don't look at that. Okay, so and she has three attacks. The first attack is when she like uses to like rain fire, so they like just drop down from the sky, and it's pretty easy to dodge. Don't whatever, it's whatever. The second attack is when she like, okay, let's say Lumi's right here. This is Lumi, whatever, and she does like sends out these ball spawn, and she like spawns them, and they go like this. She just sends like a ring. A ring. It's like a ring, and it sends out to the outside. From her to the outside. You just need to run away for far. And the third attack is pretty much the same, but the ring starts from the outside, and you pretty much need to get to the place that Lumi was when, and they go to the inside, and you need to go like to the place where Lumi did the attack to like not get hit. It's pretty ass. This is the worst one. So yeah, back to the scheduled video. Old movement animations are bad. MOA is not a challenging game. No one cares. It's like a bad title. Get Lightbringer already. There are some bug fixes. Here they are. Honestly, just read them since I personally didn't encounter any of these. Maybe the spear one, but this is cool. Also, the anti-cheat is better now. Yeah, that's it. Move on. Now for the best part, the perk changes. There are so many of them, and I love it. Well, most of them. Moving on, I'll cover the small changes, then get to the big ones. Survivalist and Damned got minor changes, a little buff and a little nerf. Nothing much. Hivemant, Risk Runner, Arbiter got little nerfs. These shouldn't affect the perks too much, if at all. Drifter, Executioner, and Mind Flyer got little buffs that are nice, but they don't affect the perk too much. Now moving on to the big and bigger changes, like reworks. Sovereign deals more damage with his dagger, but gets less stamina. A little buff overall in my opinion, never needed so much stamina. Proper now doesn't have increased crafting costs, but doesn't have bonus HP, and his melee damage reduction got increased. Overall a nerf, since I don't really crude craft anyway. Tick Spider now throws his ticks further. Blue ticks now are heat-seeking missiles with their increased speed. Its recoil control buff and melee damage nerf got lowered, and they added slower shoves. But the most changing aspect is that now ticks deal self-damage, 15 to be exact. Overall this is a buff. I feel like they were going in the direction to make this perk more reliant on ticks, and I think these changes accomplish it. And also you need to be a little more careful now. Speaking of Blitzer, he no longer damages allies, deals higher non-ability explosive damage, and got his melee damage reduction lowered. but at the cost of having his fracture immunity and damage resistant buffs removed. Overall buff, since no more team killing. Crosslink now has normal stamina, deals less melee damage and has even less defense, but doesn't set off traps. Overall nerf, since I'm not a novice and I don't step in every trap possible just for the sake of it. Removing the stamina reduction is nice though. All Turian now one-shots any enemy that isn't a boss, aka these 4. His ability is back off cooldown a little faster and now can hit up to 3 enemies at a time. These are really nice buffs. Vagabond now heals 5 HP per tag instead of 10, which is harsh, but you keep up the speed, so. Berserker now picks up normal amounts of ammunition and has fracture immunity at the cost of reload speed. A buff to his frontlining capabilities, I like it. Emulator is now a support class, which is alright I guess. He got his reload speed nerf reduced, his ability buff now cures bleed, but doesn't cure artery, and the ability overheat on overall buff to his supportive capabilities. Zealot turret got a fire rate and range buff. The turret shield got buffs at the cost of light swing speed, overall buff. But if I see one more person using this bitch ass perk to Sledge Queen, then I'm gonna fucking crash out, I swear to god. Anyways, moving on to the biggest change, and it's for Apostle. Apostle is now a frontliner perk. His movement speed penalty got reduced, but his recoil control penalty got heavily increased. His stamina bonus got removed, and now it has immunity to fracture and cripple, plus a 10% damage resistance buff. Equipping the melee costs 15 HP instead of 25, which is huge. Throwing stakes costs 5 HP instead of 3, but throwing stakes now heals your hunter by 20 HP, which is again huge. This is a crazy buff, and I might even start using Apostle now. You can also see which hunter is yours and their HP bar, which is cool. But that's it for the balance changes. Really cool if I say so myself. Alright, so that's it. I want to thank you for watching the video. You could subscribe, and I'll see you in the next